Hi, Sue Wilson, and I have a lovely card to share with you that features our new herringbone background. So I'll show you what we're going to be using in today's video. From our mini expressions, we have the belated birthday wishes, and I'm going to show you how to change that. One of our new triple layering collection here is the Wildflower. I'm going to be using the sentiment on top of the pierced frames and tags, pierced flags. And here is the herringbone background. It's quite a lovely background, and there's so many fun things you can do with this one too. And we're making a frame out of the Noble Collection double-stitched rectangles. Okay, set these to the side and get started. Now I've gone ahead and cut the herringbone background out of white card and out of black card. Now there is no cutting edge on the outside of this frame, so you can make the border whatever size you like, which is something I prefer. If you want, you can just take it and cut it down with a paper cutter to make it thinner. Not a problem in the world. So the fun thing about this background is you can turn it all sorts of different directions. So here I'm going to put them on top of each other and line them up so that they're going opposite directions. So you have this kind of really cool background. And in fact, it's kind of fun if you sort of move them a little bit too. You get this really neat pattern. You can make a card that does that too. It's really lovely. So I'm just going to take a little bit of spray glue on the back of the white one, and I'm going to pop it going the opposite direction on top of the black one. Just sort of lean over and line up the horizontal lines there. I'm not worried too much about the actual edge on it because we're going to cover that. There we go. So you can see how lovely that looks. And I'm going to put that onto a piece of gold backing, the antique gold card we have. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit more spray glue. Just pop that right on top of it. Give it a good press down. All right, so now I've made the frame already, so I've cut the larger base piece out of the white, and then I've done a very thin antique gold top layer. I call this a multi-layered frame, using a little bit of foam on the back. So I'm just going to peel this off, and we're going to center it over there, and I'll probably have to trim around the edge a little bit. Just pop that down, and I kind of try to just hover over it until I'm happy that it's been lined up okay. That looks pretty good. Get a little bit of that edge going all the way around, and I'm not seeing any major points going over, maybe just a little bit on the top here. So I'm just going to take and using my scissors kind of at an angle. You don't want to cut into your frame, and just take off a little bit of that piece there. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this onto my base. I've added a little bit of mounting foam. I like to raise things for dimension. Peel that off. And we're going to put it into my pierced backing with the white paper pierced edge. I've used the same gold and the black, and then brought it back in with another piece of white to finish that. Now we're going to embellish this, and this is where the fun begins. I've gone ahead and cut some of the triple layering dies ahead of time. So what I want to show you is the way that these work. So you've got two sizes of flowers here, a large and a small. So each one of them has a top layer, which is the more open area, and the second layer, which has a slightly smaller opening. You'll notice more metal on these, okay? So what you want to do is just pick the color you want for the top of your flower. There's going to be 3 layers, so you can have 3 different colors. So I'm going to use the white, the gold on the top, the white in the middle, and the black on the bottom to bring all those colors back in. So what you want to do is cut these without the cutting edges first off, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do 2 flowers here, a large and a small, so you can see it twice. So I'm going to use this one on top, and I'm just going to use a little bit of spray glue. You can use regular glue if you prefer. And you can see I've just cut it in the middle there. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just need to leave enough room that your outside cutting edge can cut it. So I'm just going to lay it over the top, and there again I'm just going to kind of hover over it until it's centered. And I'm happy with that. There we go. Give that a good press. And if you've used spray glue and you have a little bit of that piece sticking out, you will probably want to trim it off so it doesn't go into your machine and get stuck to it. Okay, and I'll go ahead and do them both at the same time. There's my top piece. there again. Let's see. I was trying to make it so it would, yeah, that's about the best. I'm going to lay that right over the top again. There we go. And trim away that little bit that's got the extra spray glue on it on both sides. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with my cutting edges. Let me get both of these off of my magnetic sheets here. And where did we go? There we are. Some removable tape. You want to tape these into place. And when I say tape them into place, I would recommend using tape on both sides of the die. Sometimes I'll just cut and put a little bit of tape to hold it, but you want to make sure it stays on there straight. So line it up over your image and put a little bit on both sides. Give it a good press on. Take this one, pop that down, just get it centered like that. And oops. Like that. Okay, so I'm going to pop these onto my die cutting machine. Give it a quick pass through. All right. So now you have perfectly clean margins on both of these. Don't forget to take your die off and put it back onto your magnetic sheet. And there's the second one. Okay. Now I've taken these same dies, these same outside cutting edges, and cut the third layer, which is just your backing color. So I'm going to give it, I just use a little bit of glue on this. Pop that into place. Whoops. Line that up. And if you're like me, I have to admit I'm not always the best at getting things perfectly straight. You can trim that piece a tiny bit if you need to. That's not too bad. A little bit on this one. There we go. And bring in the backing on that. Pop that down. Let me just get it in my hands. It's easier to straighten it that way. So now you've got three colors. So these are nicely layered with the triple layer. And I've also got a centerpiece that we're going to add to both of those. And I've decided to use the backing color for that. And I like to offset it. You can line it up exactly with the flower if you prefer, or you can offset it, which I think looks really kind of cool. I'm going to do that. Put this one on there. Get a hold of that. And get that one straight on there. Okay, so now we have some beautiful flowers to use. So I'm going to bring in my backing. I've already cut the belated birthday wishes, but what I want to do is just make that a birthday wishes. I'm not late. So I can easily just take my scissors, nip this away, and I'm going to come in and clean it up a little bit. Go. So I've got just a little bit at the top of the loops on this H and this D here. Okay, so we now have a lovely birthday wishes to use instead. Use a little bit of spray glue on the back. I'm going to pop that right onto my pierced flag here. Get it right up in that corner. There we go. Give that a second. I'm going to bring my frame back over. And a little bit of mounting foam. Ooh, can't get a hold of that. Hang on there. We're not sticking today. Pop that on. I'm going to tuck this under the edge of the frame. Oh, let's go right about even with that. And a little bit more of the mounting foam we are going to put on the back of the flower here. I'll put my larger one up here. There. And I think I'll use the smaller one down below. In fact, that is probably going to need one more piece just to raise it up a tiny bit more. Okay. Just sort of offset it a little bit in that corner. There we go. And I've got some of the leaves. Now the leaves have been designed to do triple layering too, but I have to admit I kind of like them open like this. So I'm going to just use them this way. Pop one right under here. And there's two sizes of the leaves as well. So they match, oops, they match with your flowers. Give that a second. And these two here. We'll pop these on this side. There we go. I think this is an absolute great birthday card. Don't you just love it? And it's so pretty how that herringbone just gives you such a cool background. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I want to say I have now started an Instagram account, so if you want to see my cards, you can go to Sue Wilson Crafter, all one word, on Instagram, and let me know that you've been there. I'd love to see your comments. And don't forget, our YouTube channel is full of so many more videos for you to watch.